Once I had a directee in spiritual direction who was an executive of a recording company. He was living the life, single, comes from a well-to-do family, on track with his career, surrounded by family and friends. You could say he had it all. And so I wondered what made him come to the spiritual direction. And in the course of our conversations, he blurted out of nowhere, "Brother, nauuhaw ako. I thirst." I thought he was just thirsty, wanted something to drink. No, he said, "Brother, hindi po. I'm longing for something more." He was experiencing some dryness in his life that cannot seem to be satisfied with the things around him. He was longing for something that could not be quenched by all the prosperity and all the material wealth around him. He tried to quench that thirst with money, people, events, travel goals, travel abroad. All have not fulfilled what he was looking for. Millennials talk about how thirsty someone can be, often in the context of affection, starving for affection. We all are thirsty for love, but we have no idea what kind of love would actually satisfy our thirst. I'm sure we all have that moment when we long for something that just could not be easily quenched. But because we don't know any better, or we look for them in the wrong places, we end up disappointed or frustrated. It is like filling a hole in our hearts, and as we fill it, we end up making the hole bigger. We end up emptier. I thirst. And like the woman in the well, we ask Jesus to give us this water. "Sir," she said, "give me this water so that I won't go thirsty and have to keep coming back here to draw water." Jesus tells her, "It is I. I am the living water." And so, my friends, it is an invitation for us to draw water from the wellspring, Jesus Christ Himself, to come to Jesus, the only one that can quench all our longings, fill all our emptiness, and strength and discouragement and loneliness. It was also interesting to me that Jesus chose to ask for something to drink as He was on the cross and not before it. Why would He ask for a drink when everything is done? Could it be that Jesus too was thirsting not for a drink, but for us, waiting for us? As everything is done, is finished, He says, "I thirst. I thirst for you. I thirst for your souls." Saint Teresa of Calcutta reflected on this and she said, "No matter how far you may wander, no matter how often you forget me, no matter how many crosses you bear in this life, there is one thing I want you to always remember, one thing that will never change. I thirst for you, just as you are." My dear friends, Jesus too is thirsting for us, looking for us, wanting us to be one with Him. And so when He says, "I thirst," maybe it is not about Him physically thirsty, but really more thirsting for people to come to Him as well. "I thirst," my Lord tells us. He is longing for you, my dear friends, asking for you to come near Him. Let us go to Him. And as we say, look for thirstiness, emptiness in ourselves, He too is also asking us, telling us, "I thirst for you."
Though many times I run from you and is you. Oh Lord, I seek you for I thirst. Your mercy is the rain on the desert of my soul. Oh Lord, I raise my lifeless eyes and see your glory shine, how your kindness overflows. Though many times I run from you in shame, I lift my hands and call upon your name. For underneath the shadow of your wings, my melody is you. Oh Lord, your sanctuary calls. I learn to be with you in the rivers of your love. Though many times I run from you in shame, I lift my hands and call upon your name. For underneath the shadow of your wings, my melody is you. Oh, many times I run from you in shame, I lift my hands and call upon your name. For underneath the shadow